Okay. Time. Get right back into whatever the fuck we were doing. So we have to head toward the castle. There's a lot more variety of life around here. I mean, some people are bears, some are a form of Grimalkin, others are like wolves and dogs. I have a feeling that the overarching species is dog people, though. Is this how I get there? Yeah, I think it is.
Gosh.
Can I go in? Oh, I don't need to go that way just. Alright. Hi. Shiva. Or Kali.
Huh?
What's all the noise, I wonder? It sounds like a festival of some sort. You have come at a most auspicious time, friend. Today is the day on which Lady Lux Dye decides the taxes for the month to come. Should she roll a 1, we will pay no taxes at all. Really? None at all? Unless, for the last 2 months she has rolled 6s. And what happens then? The taxes increase 6-fold.
What?
You're joking! How's anyone meant to afford that? It is hard, young lady, but such are the vagaries of fortune. And without fortune, what is gold poor? Although I cannot say a 1 would not be welcome. Taxation based on a dice roll? Isn't that a little irresponsible? It is our way. And besides, it is not fun to trust all to fortune. To place one's fate on a single throw of the die. Even our criminal trials are held in this way. Guilt or innocence are decided by the judgment of the die.
What?
Wow, that sounds risky. Indeed, but those blessed by fortune have nothing to fear. Ah, Master Pugnacious is here. The ceremony is beginning. Pugnacious, he's a pug.
I can hardly bet an luck.
Lady of Fortune, may luck be on our side this month. Ha!
The taxes for the month will increase 6-fold. Tighten your belts and trust to Lady Luck, fellow citizens of Goldpaw. All will be well. Another 6, and I was certain that our luck had turned. Ah well, all is as the mystery of fortune wills it. So that was Master Pugnacious. Yeah, and if what the kid said was true, he's been rolling nothing but 6s these past 3 months.
Oh, flippin' heck.
Well, that's not right, is it? The whole thing must be rigged.
Listen here.
We'll not get far making such accusations without proof, girlie. We'd best go see the man himself. He's in the big building, right? The Grand High Rollers Hall. There's a right nasty piece of work in Thwarters around Capston's. Been disturbing peace. There's a right nasty piece of work in the waters around Capston's been disturbing to peace. Me and the lads are gonna track it down and give it a walloping good and proper like. Oh, Lady Luck, how can you bring so much misfortune? You have rolled yet another 6, and the taxes must rise once again. Do not know how much more of this we can take. Truly, I feel your pain. If Lady Luck has ordained it, we must obey. Seems Goldpaw is short of luck lately. Yeah, I can't say it's a surprise. Only those with business may enter. Niall sent us. We have urgent business with the Grand High Roller. Master Pugnacious is occupied. You will see no one. But it's important. No one.
Say,
How about we play you for the chance to see him? Put the decision in the hands of the Mistress of Fortune. A game of dice?
Very well.
Very well. If you win, you will have your audience. If you lose, you will pay me. I think we can accept those terms. Excellent. I will make ready. Gather together what money you would wager, and speak with me again. Well, are you ready? The stake will be 1,000 guilders. You may pay afterwards if you prefer, of course. Shall we begin? Excellent. We shall play a round of red and black. The game uses 3 die. I will throw 2 of the dice, and you will confirm the numbers rolled. You will then decide whether the roll of the 3rd die will bring the total of all 3 to 11 or more, or if it will be less. If you believe it will be 11 or more, you will call red. If less, black. However, when 3 1s are rolled, or 3 6s, red and black will be turned on their heads. By this, we mean that despite the total of 3, our 3 1s will count as red, and despite the total of 18, our 3 6s will count as black. Are you happy that you understand the rules? Sorry, I just had to make a quick note to make sure I didn't fuck it up. They seem fair enough, slightly in our favour, if anything.
Well, no.
It's a fine set of dice there, matey. They'll be worth a pretty penny, I wouldn't wonder. I will thank you to keep your hands away from them. These are sacred items, entrusted only to the highest-ranking servants of the realm. Now, let us begin. I will start by rolling the first 2 dice. A 6 and a 1. The total is 7. Well, do you call red or black? That is awfully nondescript. It's got a 50-50 chance of being one or the other. I assume you will always be wrong regardless. Probably. Like, statistically speaking, he's got the 2 ends of the spectrum. And while there is actually the same chance of him rolling any single one of the digits now, it would, in the grand scheme, Statistically, it'd make more sense for him to roll a middling number. Fuck it. We're probably going to be wrong. Red? Very well. Then if a 4 or higher is rolled with the remaining die, you will win. Let the final die decide. The total is 8. Black is victorious. I win. Oh no, we lost. My condolences, young man. Might you consider playing another round? Certainly, I am a man of Goldpaw. Your debt will increase, of course. You are happy to proceed?
Hey.
What are you doing, Evan?
Go on, my son!
Go on, my son, you can do it! Thrash the beggar! Two ones, you are lucky indeed. But beware, should a third one appear, red and black will be turned on their heads. Well, do you call red or black? Clash, this is a world of magic. The dice could very easily be weighted. He also doesn't have the dice in front of him. Or magic. Statistically, it would be black, but I bet it's going to be a third one.
Very well.
Yep. I don't even have a choice now. It's going to be 2 6s. So far, all it has been is 6s or 1s.
Very well.
She's going to roll a 1. Seriously, Evan, are you a complete numbskull? Give it up! But I'm doing so well. You're losing. 3 losses, how unfortunate. Now, if you'd be so kind to hand over the 10 million guilders.
Snakes alive!
After each loss, it increases 100-fold. This was never agreed upon. You mentioned the debt, but not the amount. I wouldn't exactly call that informed consent.
Oh my.
We don't have anywhere near that much. Very well, you seem trustworthy. I will allow you to delay the payment of your debt.
Do not be alarmed. The creature will leave you when your debt is paid.
The fuck?
Oh.
What are we gonna do? We're no closer to meeting Master Pugnacious, and now we're 10 million guilders in debt to that awful man.
You owe me! You owe me!
Oh, flippin' heck.
Gosh, shut up, you stupid bird. Cool. Half the flippin' town must be in debt with all these birds or anything to go by. So about that dice game, I couldn't help noticing something fishy about how the third die was moving. You spotted it too. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Really? Heh, I was so lost in the game there it slipped me notice, I have to say. It wouldn't surprise me if there were more to that die than meets the eye. The swab said they were special dice only for bigwigs or some such, did he not? We could get our hands on one. If we could get our hands on one, we might be able to find some proof that he was cheating. Why don't we go take a look at the casino? The government runs it, right? So it'll be full of government employees. And dice. Motion seconded. And thirded? Well, alright then. Seems we have a plan. That was entirely the wrong place.
You owe me!
You don't know if you should go to school today. For why? This thing's fucking weird. This is the closest thing we've had to a familiar. Your reason behind it is you don't want to go to school. My humblest apologies, sir. The house kindly asks that those who are troubled by debt refrain from paying.
Oh.
I see, of course. He's with me. I won't let him play any of the games. He'll just be watching. Is that alright with you? By all means. We hope that you enjoy your visit. Alright, we're in. So is this what the inside of a casino looks like? We'll draw less attention if we split up. Let's spread out and see what we can see. Perhaps I was mistaken, but I could have sworn I saw none other than Prince Evan of Ding Dong Dell in Fortune Square. I only saw him from behind, but I'm almost certain it was him. It must be him, look at those ears. Or someone dressed up just like him. I heard that he'd been killed in a coup. Exactly, it's not him. It can't be. Yar, I snapped this chap in the Carmlands, and he's one I'm mighty proud of. I can't get enough of this picture. You can't tell from this angle, but manticores have tails with snakes' heads on them. Amazing, I'm sure you'll agree. Wow, are you a professional photographer? Look at those horns! I'd be too scared to get so close. Ah, you'd be best to keep your distance. It is not uncommon for visitors to our kingdom to loudly decry the casino as a den of trickery. But this is a ridiculous assertion. Do they not understand that it is owned and operated by the state? Surely they do not think that the powers that be intervene to ensure that the dice always fall in their favour. Such behaviour would be an affront to Lady Luck, our holiest of holies. If you ask me, such complaints are nothing more than the whining of sore losers. You wish to know more about the dice used here at the casino? I can quite understand why you would. I suppose you have been wondering at the admiring glance bestowed upon the bearers of those auspicious items, yes? Alas, they are only granted to select servants of the realm. You will not find them on sale anywhere, I'm afraid. Not even I, as a citizen of this great nation, would be able to obtain one. I would give up on any dreams of owning one if I were you. So, what is the most remarkable quality of the casino, you ask? I suppose it's the croupiers more than anything. They are all but impossible to outplay. No matter how good one hand may seem, they always seem to find a way to turn the tables. They must be blessed with inexhaustible reserves of good fortune. But this is no reason to give up. If I, too, pay regular obeisance? 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 Is that supposed to be like obedience? Obeisance to Lady Luck, the tide of fate will surely turn in my favour eventually. That should do it for now. I hope the others managed to find some helpful clues as well.
Well now.
Well, what do you know? The dice they use in there are the same as the ones our friend the gatekeeper had. It seems they really are a little fishy. What the fuck? I be proof of that, lad. This place is as crooked as a wyvern's grin.
Lenny! No!
Oh, come on!
You didn't, did you? Oh, you did, you big wally. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Stand by and watch while there's all fun to be had. That ain't my way, girlie.
Okay.
And how much did you lose exactly, if you'll excuse me a little pray? Oh, mere pennies, little fella, mere pennies. Right. Well, let's forget about our friend and genius here for a moment, shall we? There's something I want to show you. I can't do it here, though. Should we take this somewhere a little quieter?
Sure.
What on earth are you... Sure, how about the lobby of the inn? What on earth are you... Just... Girl. Never have I witnessed someone gamble like the grumpy old man I just saw in the casino. No matter how many times he lost, he just kept going. I admire his optimism, but I fear having such an enormous Jew bill squawking at me all day would be too much to bear. But yeah, this game is basically all about furries. You remember that big fat cat that ruled Ding Dong Dell in the first game? Yeah, this guy is a descendant of him. Welcome, dearies, welcome. Would it be possible to borrow the lobby for a moment or two?
Yes.
By all means, my lovely, by all means, take all the time you need. So, Tanny, what was it you wanted to show us? Your favourite little scallywag only went and swiped herself a dice.
Huh?
What? You mean you stole one? Pah! Stole. Borrowed! Whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, I've got something very interesting to show you.
Watch this. If I press the 1, we get a 1. And if I press the 5, a 5. Now 2. Beginner's luck.
Oh, cheeky beggars.
Gosh.
So that's it. Uh-huh.
This is how they've been doing it, huh? The scurvy mutt blocking our way to Pugnacious had the selfsame dice, so he did. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go and tell him his secret is out.
No.
He'll just deny it. Besides, it's better that he doesn't know we have it for now. I see where you're going. Very crafty. I likes it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And then, tidy. Then Bob's your uncle. Way. Well, best plan in the flipping world, right?
But...
He is just... Are you like the fairy of the sun or some shit? Because you are definitely related to Mr. Drippy. But will it really work?
Huh.
You know, it's a little risky, but I think it just might. Tidy! That's that decided then. Leave it to your old pal Lofty. Let's go and pay Gary Gateface a visit, shall we? I mean, surely couldn't we just request to roll the dice? Or to use our own dice? You have come to repay your debt, I assume?
You owe me! You owe me!
No, I've come to play another round.
Very well.
As you wish, but know that should you lose it for a fourth time, your debt will grow still further. Oh, I'm not losing this time.
I'll be counting on you.
I'm counting on you, Lofty.
So, which will it be?
Red.
Time to put our little plan into action.
He's
Let us
picking his
begin.
nose. He's gonna throw it. Oh, come on!
Oh, that's impossible!
That was disgusting.
What?
What deception is this? You manipulated the dice. You must have.
Really?
How would we have done that exactly? It's yours and you rolled it. Or are you saying you had some nasty little trick up your sleeve and it didn't work, hmm?
Ridiculous.
I? Little trick? No, You have no proof. How dare you?
Hmm?
What's all this noise, hmm? Master Pugnacious. Well, and what exactly is going on here? Mandarin. Little bit on the nose there, isn't it? You know better than to cause a scene so close to His Eminence's private chambers. Master Pugnacious, how glad I am to meet you at last. We were sent here on urgent business by Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your stupid gatekeeper here tricked us into owing him a fortune, and he still won't let us in. Is this how Goldpaw treats its guests?
Goodness.
Forgive my foolish underling. If my good friend Nile sent you, it can be no trifling matter. That much should have been plain.
You!
And to resort to base deceit and unforgivable transgression. Your debts will be annulled, of course. But this is no place to talk. We will continue inside. This one. Throw him in jail.
Yes, master.
Okay, his voice was entirely different. Of course, Master Pugnacious. But, no! Aren't you a pretty boy? So, Envoy of Nile, what brings you here? We have come to ask that you return his forest to him. Ah, but of course. He has sent you to beg for it on his behalf. And why would I simply return it? I won it from him in a game of chance, just fortune willed it. Was it? We couldn't help noticing how much cheating goes on in this supposed kingdom of chance. What are you implying? It was on the dice roll of Lady Luck herself that Nile gambled. Huh? Our friend outside may have been capable of base trickery, but the Mistress of Fortune, I think not. So he wasn't even playing with their piffling casino dices? No. The one we saw in the ceremony was much bigger. That doesn't mean someone couldn't have messed with it. You would accuse our most sacred symbol of trickery? It is a preposterous idea, but you are welcome to examine her if it would please you. But I would warn you to proceed with the utmost care when doing so. The people of Goldpaw will not take such intrusion lightly.
Thanks.
Thanks, I think we'll take you up on that. Come on. These outsiders do not know their place.
Yes, master.
Indeed, Master Pugnacious. We must be on our guard. Bother, I really thought we were onto something there. Yeah, we're right back where we started.
No.
Not quite. I'm pretty sure if we look hard enough, we'll find something not quite right with Lady Luck. If you say so, let's go and have us a gander, shall we? Bet you don't see many Kingsmakers doing this, eh? Wahey! Have you found anything, Lofty? Nothing much, no. Unless you count the biggest flippin' jumble of wards and charms and magic repellent doodads I've ever seen in my life. Other than that, wood's nice, all smooth and shiny. Yeah, it's quality stuff, this. So nothing's amiss at first glance, huh? I can see why he was happy for us to come take a look. All those wards and things would mean that you couldn't influence the role using magic, wouldn't they? I guess so. What I'd really like to do is sneak a peek inside, but I get the feeling we wouldn't make ourselves too popular if we smashed the thing open.
How dare you!
Cease this outrage at once! Lady Luck's sacred statue is no place for your pet to play.
Oi!
Oi, what you calling a pet, Palu? Master Pugnacious gave us permission to look at the die and make sure there was no funny business going on. Ah, is that so? Very well, very well. The degree to which he ensures Lady Luck's unimpeachable integrity is admirable indeed. It sure is. I bet the statue must take some serious looking after, huh? And that die, too.
Oh, yes.
Exactly, exactly. You are young, friend, but you understand much. Why, only recently, His Eminence became concerned at the decidedly worn condition of the die he had always used, and had it replaced with an entirely new one. And no expense was spared in its making. He dispatched a delegation of our most highly respected craftsmen to the deepest part of the forest in search of the finest wood available. He did, huh?
Now then.
Ah, but listen to me chattering on. I'm sure you're busy enough already without me bothering you. Nice to meet you, young man. You meant the Forest of Nile, I suppose. Seems like he's doing a mite overboard standing all that. I accidentally pressed a button. Do you think it was them who stuck all those notice thingies to the trees? I don't know, but I think we should go back there and look around a little more. Alright, let's head back to the Forest of Nile and hunt for clues. This has now become a fetch quest.
Hey.
You're back, eh? How'd it go with old Puggy? Well, we didn't quite manage to get your forest back yet. But we did find out the game is rigged all the way to the top.
Jinx.
I knew it, the crafty wee roasters. Now all we need to do is get some proof that there's funny business afoot with Lady Luck as well. You haven't noticed people from Goldport doing anything strange in the woods lately, have you? Well, they were up to something over towards the old woods there, but to be honest, there were so many of the beggars traipsing in and out, I couldn't keep track of them all. Maybe that's where they're making the dice. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Listen.
Hold your horses, laddie. You'll not be getting anywhere near the old woods unless you can cast Quicken Growth. What's that? It's a spell, you great bampot. You never heard of it? Ugh, kids these days. Here, I'll teach it to you. Thank you. What kind of spell is it exactly? Can you not figure out from its name? It makes plants grow fast. Cast that wee bluety on a tiny, tiny seed. It'll be a tree as tall as a house before you can blink. The path's a pain to get through down that way. If you sling that spell at a few toadstools, you'll find the going a good bit easier.
Ta!
Thanks for the tip, Tigwig.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Niall. Righto. Looks like we're off to the old woods. I wouldn't sound so pleased about it if I were you. The monsters over that way have been a right pain in the neck lately. Uh-huh. Even you have got debt. Come and play with us, they said. You can win back your thrust, they said. Now, didn't they tell me that I had to go all in, or the odds were 1,000 to 1 against?
You owe me! You owe me!
Leave this to me.
A dark Wolfram spear. Ew. Okay, look, we have known... we have known for a very long time that I suck. At accents. Okay. I feel like the Scottish was better before I stopped playing for a bit. I feel like my Scottish accent earlier was pretty good.
Watch your bounce!
Gosh, they got bigger just like that.
Oi!
Yeah, I can think of a few fellas that are just like that as well. Can I get inside the tree? I want to get inside the tree. I've been able to get inside the other trees. I don't think I can get inside this tree. Well, I think I inadvertently went the way I'm supposed to. You're at a point now where you don't know if these are sex puns or not. Yes and no. Could be steroids or could be talking about penises. Take your pick. I don't discriminate.
Watch your back!
I love how none of the fights are lasting long enough for us to get any of the awakening orbs, the golden glims. Hello. Since when has this been here?
Wow.
Wow, they've been busy.
Hmm.
So this is where they're making the trick dice. How should we do this? Charge in, shouting our heads off?
No.
No, we can't draw attention to ourselves. We can just slip in undetected and find out what they're doing. Hide yourself, some swabs are coming. Hey, why did they have to build it so far away?
Huh.
Fool, any closer and the people of the city would surely discover it. They're from Goldpaw, they must be. I have a fine idea all of a sudden. You know, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking. Huh? Tell the people about Goldpaw about it. No, strip them. Guess I should have expected as much from a pair of sky pirates. Are you sure this'll work? Only one way to find out, lad. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak into that there dice factory. Just don't be too long, alright? Guess we don't have much choice. Come on. I was sure he was going to see through our disguise, especially considering how everyone else has been a wolf person. Meanwhile, I'm a half Grimalkin, and you're just a human. Well, he didn't. Looks like this might just work.
Alright.
Alright, we need at least 2 forms of proof. The first is something tying Pugnacious directly to this deception. Some kind of documentary evidence would be ideal. The next is evidence on how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is they're not using magic.
Oh.
Really? But how else could it be done? Oh, there are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance where I'm from. I would be surprised if somebody here was coming up with something familiar.
All right.
Alright, let's find that proof. Let's do it. These disguises should help us get close to the people who work here. Maybe we can pick up some clues. It's not like they won't be the only actual people in there or anything. Yeah. Why is there a furnace?
Yep.
My superior told me recently that, despite appearances to the contrary, these devices are not actually powered by magic. He says that in fact they rely on a technology that we imported from another kingdom. I'm not sure if I believe him. It looks just like magic to me.
Huh?
Hmm? Where's the spare control unit? I'm certain that I left it here on the table. Looks like some kind of control unit, but there's no way you'll be able to sneak it out from under that worker's nose. There might be another one lying around somewhere though. I am sick to the back of teeth of churning out regular dice day after day. When will I finally be allowed to work in the trick dice department?
Hey there.
How many dice have you made today, friend? I'm feeling especially productive. I think I may even break my daily record. It's a workbench used to make trick dice. There's nothing particularly special about it.
Ah.
Roland, look!
Huh.
This must be it, and based on all this stuff, it looks like what I thought. A remote control for Lady Luck's dice. It's just like you said. A lucky guess, anyhow. Pugnacious must have one of these. So this is how he keeps the taxes so high, and how he stole Niall's forest from him. It sure seems that way. It's also how we're going to make him pay. We could really use some proof connecting Pugnacious to this place. Alright, let's look around a little more.
Hey there!
You there, have you seen my blueprints? Do not even know what blueprints are? Ah, forgive me. Should have taken better care of them. I mean, okay, there are actually other humans here. There, all the dice meet the required standard, and that is this week's quota met. So now it's time to relax. Woof woof.
Yes.
Goldpaw has long been famous for its tricks and contraptions, you know. It's our job to take all this knowledge and use it to create ever more exciting dice. And only we high officials of the realm are privileged to the knowledge. Are permitted the privilege of working with them. Such an honor. Such an honor. It is a proposal suggesting a few important improvements to our basic dice design. We cannot go making the same old thing forever, after all. We should be seeking out new ideas all the while. There's plenty of notes on ordering materials and so on, but none of it proves that Pugnacious has done anything wrong. You must excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. I must assemble all the necessary documents in order to process the factory's accounts. Sometimes I regret choosing to work in the accounting department, constantly hounded by everybody and never a word of thanks.
Oh,
Look at this! It was in the drawer. That's Pugnacious' signature at the bottom. Looks like instruction on what he wants them to build. I'm guessing these are supposed to be destroyed. Lucky for us, someone didn't do their job. Well, that's certainly undeniable proof. Wonderful! That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating attack sequence.
oh my goodness!
Tani, Batu.
Blimey!
Sorry, looks like we got rumbled. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway? I don't like our chances, girlie. God, they're trapped.
Come on!
And we have to help them. Mossy Monument, the architectural monstrosity.
Come on!
Time to murder a golem. I don't think I'm gonna struggle too hard. I was trying to cast a skill and I didn't have any fucking mana.
I need your help!
Well, that's not quite how I had planned to do it, but... Okay, so Tani just leveled up from that, even though she wasn't in our party. Phew! I thought my goose was cooked there for a second. Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the racket either. We got lucky there. Well, did you find your precious truth? Yes, we found the device Pugnacious uses to control the dye's movement. Ah, that's the stuff, lad. And then we can hang the swindling dog out to dry. We sure can. With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is. Evan, I need you to be sure you're okay with what we're about to do. We'll be interfering directly in another country's affairs. If it doesn't go well for us, things could get ugly, and if they go really badly, you could be making an enemy of an entire nation. Are you willing to take that risk? Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let that happen. We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back.
That's the stuff, man.
That's the spirit, Evan, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't let him walk all over them.
Aye.
You grow more kingly by the day, your majesty. You really are starting to sound like a king, you know that? Alright, our leader has set out his policy. And now it's time to implement it. After, I know what you need to do. Annex their country. I don't necessarily need to annex it. But yes, essentially, I believe that's the idea. Time for an aggressive takeover. Actually, did I get anything defensive? Wait, Champion's Ring? Slightly strengthens all attacks. Or slightly increases water. Okay. I should be able to just teleport back to Goldpaw. There we go. Teleporting is actually really ridiculously easy in this game. Yo. You're a bitch. Ah, you again. And did Lady Luck provide evidence of that dastardly machinations of which you imagined us guilty? Master Pugnacious, you have deceived Niall and your own people, the very people you're supposed to serve. More wild accusations, and where's your proof, Did you find evidence of trickery? Some ingenious device hidden somewhere inside Lady Luck, perhaps? Come on. You know we're on to you. Why not drop the act? There is no act to drop. I am innocent, as the Mistress of Fortune herself will attest. Will she now, huh? That's not such a bad idea. I hear she's the one who passes judgment on legal matters around here. How does a trial sound?
Indeed.
It sounds like a very fine idea indeed. Yes, this is the way of Goldpaw. All matters of state, be they legal, political, or otherwise, are decided by the roll of the sacred dice. And as ruler of this great nation, I am more than willing to submit myself to the judgment of Lady Luck. But know that if I am found innocent, I shall treat your attempts at sedition with the gravity they deserve. You will be punished for crimes against the state. Do you accept my terms? We do. Then we will begin the preparations right away. Come to the square at the appointed time. Alright, time for the main event. I'll leave this to you if you don't mind, Roland.
Sure.
Sure, I was hoping you'd say that. The preparations are complete. The trial can get underway as soon as you have confirmed that you are ready. Well, shall we begin? Very well, if you would please take your places. I hereby convene the trial by fortune of Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw. Being the defendant, His Eminence will be unable to preside over this hearing. As such, it falls to me to discharge his duties. I hope you will forgive my doubtless clumsy efforts in this most unfamiliar role. A trial is underway? And with the Grand High Roller in the dock, no less. What in the world can have happened? Why are you dressed like that, Roland? Because this is a court of law. The defendant, Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw, bows his head before Lady Luck and submits to her judgment in this matter. He stands accused of dereliction of duty, specifically the knowing deception of his people. If the prosecution would like to begin by making its case. I intend to prove to this court that Master Pugnacious did knowingly and willingly, with the aid of a network of his most trusted retainers, defraud the very people with whose care he is entrusted. Further, I will show that he distributed devices among his accomplices, which were used to carry out deception on a grand scale through the manipulation of dice rolls. I do not doubt that you have found evidence of some trifling chicanery among lower-level officials, but to allege that this administration as a whole is complicit with such behavior is preposterous. I do not, have not, and will never engage in dishonest practices of any kind, and to accuse me of such is to defame my character and call my good name into question. Perhaps you will permit those present to withhold judgment on the matter of your innocence until I have presented my proof. What is the meaning of this? I think you know very well, after all, this document was written by you, was it not? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the prosecution's key exhibit. Written instructions for the assembly of manipulable dices, clearly signed by Master Pugnacious. Does the accused have anything to say in his defense?
No.
Only that my prior outburst was merely an expression of shock at the brazenness of this shameless act. I have never seen this document in my life. To stoop to the fabrication of evidence is a pitiful tactic indeed. It is a forgery, plain and simple. Why don't we let Lady Luck be the judge of that? By all means. It seems that both sides are satisfied to entrust judgment on this matter to the Mistress of Fortune. May the die roll stand as the undisputed word of truth. Lady Luck, grant us an even number if this evidence be false. If it be otherwise, let the number be odd. Time to show the people of Goldpaw just how badly they've been misled.
Even the evidence is judged to be false. Lady Luck has spoken. Righto, Your Majesty. Ha! No! What is happening? The die. Something is wrong with the die.
Which brings us to the crux of the prosecution's case. That Master Pugnacious knowingly manipulated Lady Luck.
What? No!
Yeah, with this remote control thingy.
But
But this is... By the use of the remote control, the outcome of Lady Luck's die roll can be readily manipulated. The prosecution was able to visit the place where these devices are manufactured and procure one for its own purposes, namely, the demonstration of this fraud. Master Pugnacious deliberately kept the... Master Pugnacious deliberately kept the taxes high and stole Niall's forest from him, all using this horrible trick. Master Pugnacious. Can this really be true? Cheat! Deceiver! Shame on you, you are the Grand High Roller! Don't you have anything to say for yourself? Oh no. He's becoming a Heartless. All that I did for Goldpaw. I had to make my nation rich, richer than any other. It was the only way. The bond with his people is weakening. Soon it will be time. Is that his Kingmaker?
What's that?
It's the Kingmaker, Longfang!
He doesn't look happy.
Longfang? Here in the city? But why?
Master Pugnacious, your right to rule has been tested and found wanting. My plan is complete. Your king's bond is mine!
What? You just... What?
Wait!
Okay, snake people, bad. Snake people, bad. I have to kill a Kingmaker now, don't I? Lofty, you better be ready to do some work. Longfang, Butcher, Baker, Kingmaker. Where are we? It's an interdimensional dimension, ain't it? And if we don't do something to lead up this whole kingdom.
What?
What? Then we have to stop Longfang.
You ain't wrong there.
You're not wrong there, me boy. Come on, let's knock some sense back into old Bitey, shall we? You jest, surely. That there ain't just a Kingmaker. 'Tis a Kingmaker gone doolally. A blessed realm wrecker. Don't be like that, man. When there's a will, there's a way. He's lost his marbles, ain't it? Which means he can't keep a lid on all that power. And what happens to power you can't keep a lid on, eh? That's right, it comes flying out of you. And the places where it comes flying out are exactly the right places to wallop. Hit him where it hurts and you'll hurt him good and proper. Oh, and don't worry about knowing where those special spots are. Thanks to your bond with yours truly, you'll be able to spot them no problem.
Have at ye, dogs!
Realm Wreckers are Kingmakers who have lost control of their enormous power and run wild as a result. This power escapes from them in bright glowing bursts. The points from which this energy escapes are particularly vulnerable to attack, so if you focus your assault on them, you'll deal a lot more damage.
I'm counting on you!
Higmakers are mysterious entities that absorb the power of Kingmakers, giving them the ability to exploit their weaknesses when enough of them are gathered together. They're born from items into which a Kingmaker has instilled its power, so if you smash up anything a Kingmaker creates, you might just find some. When enough of them have appeared, a gold circle will surround them, and they'll beckon you over to press E and call them their always impressive assistants. Oh god, fire. This is the ancient dragon. Why is the awesome snake person's Kingmaker this awesome dragon and yours is a weird imp thing? Oh, you didn't see the Kingmaker we would have had if we'd become King of Ding Dong Dell. It was basically a tree-ent unicorn Pegasus.
I need your help. I'm counting on you.
Yes, and it could phase through walls.
I need your help.
Come on, beat the shit out of it. Okay. Now, his head's gonna come down. We're gonna charge up. And there we go. But, did we kill it, or just calm it down? This is the square, ain't it? Phew, we're back. I suppose that means Longfang really has come down. For now, at least. Guess we'd better tie up some loose ends, huh? I have done the unforgivable. My desire to lift my kingdom out of poverty became an all-consuming greed. That weakness made me vulnerable, and he exploited it. Who was he? The one who stole your king's bond? He came to me some months ago. He promised secret knowledge, knowledge of ways in which our nation might be made yet greater, and in return he sought high office. It was he who suggested that the dice be manipulated, who gave me the means by which it might be done. When did I fall under his spell, and how? How could I have allowed such a thing to happen? We managed to calm your Kingmaker down, but without your king's bond, will things be here be okay? You have bought us a little time. He will sleep a while yet. But in time he will reawaken, and in the absence of the bond, he will seek to destroy our kingdom once again. But why curse his scaly plate? There ain't a jot of rhyme or reason to such wanton savagery. Not now, shh. Master Pugnacious, for the sake of your kingdom, for the sake of your bond, will you help us? Forgive me, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I am Evan Petterwhisker of the House of Tildrum. I have formed a pact with the Kingmaker of the Cradle of Light, and mean to found a new nation in the Heartlands. Will you stand with me? So that is what I sensed in you. It was plain to me from the first that you were no ordinary child. But what is it that you propose? I want to protect our world. I want to make sure that nobody else has to lose what's most important to them. And I want you to help me. I will do all that I can, of course. I fear that he who stole my king's bond may not be satisfied with mine alone. This being so, we must stand together with our brother nations and lose all that is most dear to us. With this in mind, I mean to return Niall's forest to him. Indeed, I mean to return all that I stole. Word of my decision has been sent to Niall already, of course.
Thank you.
Really? Thank you so much, Master Pugnacious. Goldpaw will rise again, and its people with you. I wish you good fortune in your quest, friends. And everyone leveled up. Oh. And Tanny even learnt a new spell. Ooh. Unleashes a blast of dark energy that is perfect for bringing down airborne foes. A spinning whirlwind of a spear combo that assails enemies all around. Nice. Did the years give it away that he wasn't normal? Maybe. Me texting my girlfriend. I wish I had a girlfriend.
Trevens.
You beauties here, you bonny wee beauties. I've got my forest back, and it's all thanks to yourselves. You can have all the trees you want. Knock yourselves out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we can finally start building our kingdom. Wait, Niall. Pugnacious had his king's bond stolen by a creepy snake-headed weirdo. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Jengs.
Stolen Jengs! His kingmaker must be tearing the place to pieces.
Oi.
I wanted to, sure enough, but we taught it a little lesson it won't forget. Goldpaw's safe. For now. King's bond stealing's no mean feat, though. He didn't happen to be infusing things with an awful, filthy fog, did he? Yeah, a sort of purple aura. That'll be the Horned One's doing then, right enough. The Horned One? The old kingmaker of a place called Allegoria. A nasty piece of work and no mistake. For someone to be using the beastie's power would have to mean... Aye, I cannot see it being anyone but Doloran. He was the king that shared a bond with the creature. So we just need to go to this Allegoria place and get the bond back, right? You'll have a job doing that, I'm afraid. Allegoria hasn't existed for, 2,000 or more years now. It disappeared along with the land on which it stood.
Golly.
So, he's the king of a country which hasn't existed for centuries?
Ah!
What does that mean? Is he a ghost or something? Whatever he is, I'd say he's looking to pinch people's king's bonds in order to try and bring the Horned One back somehow. If he does that, the whole world will be filled with purple fog before you can see. We're doomed! So, Pugnacious was right. He'll be trying to steal more king's bonds. What are you looking at me for that, mon? And we mustn't let him succeed. We can't let him bring back the Horned One. We sure can't. But if we're going to stop him, we'll need the strength of an entire kingdom. A kingdom we haven't even started building yet. And let's get to work, shall we? Ah, time to get building, me hearties. Aye, sounds like a plan, right enough. I'd best come with you. You'll be needing my help. Really? Speaking of which, things will be getting underway by now, I reckon. Hmm?
Look.
I smells a smell on the wind. That a progress. Seems the mangy dolls got tired of twiddling their thumbs.
Oh my!
Where did all these people come from? I see sky pirates, greenlings, even a few people from Ding Dong Down. They must all want to be citizens of our amazing new kingdom. That they must, right enough. How did the swabs even know to come a-knocking? You've me to thank for that, son. I didn't expect so many to turn up so soon, to be honest. I put word out on the street, you ken. Oh, we thank you for getting the old forest back, like. That's more than we could have hoped for. Oh, think nothing of it. I ask only the teeniest, winciest of favours in return. That you make me a Minister of Finance. There's none can pinch a penny like I can. I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. So if Now's the Minister of Finance, I guess that makes Bartu the Minister of Defence? The swab's in charge of fighting, you mean? I like the sound of that a good deal. I guess I can be your advisor? I have a little experience running a country. I'm sure I can help out here and there. No, you'll be my chief consul. I'm no politician, Roland. I shall need your help. Well, that's very kind of you, Evan. I just don't know if I'll be... It's the king's job to appoint his ministers, correct? Then I hereby appoint you chief consul. Well, alright then. Chief consul it is. By royal appointment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roland. No problem. Happy to see you finally taking the lead. I suppose I am, aren't I? I'm still not sure if I'll be up to the job, but I have to try. And thanks to all of you, I finally feel ready to. I'll try my best, for your sakes, and for mine. Flipmon, I almost forgot. If we're building a kingdom, we need a proper tidy name, ain't it? To make things official, like. I've been doing some thinking about that.
I've decided to call our kingdom Evermore. Well, what do you think?
Evermore, huh? I like it. Did you come up with that yourself? Oh no, it's from an ancient story. The story of a great kingdom whose people were so happy that they wished for it to last forever. Fitting. Alright, Mr. King, you've named your country. Time to address your adoring citizens. Yar!
Oi! Listen up, ye mangy curs. King Evan's got a rousing speech for you. Pay attention.
Thank you all. Building our new kingdom won't be easy, but we will build it. A beautiful, bountiful kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. Wow. I want you all to join me on this journey. The road ahead may be a long one, but at the end of it, there is hope.
There's King Liu.
That wasn't half bad.
Nice speech, Evan. Couldn't have done better myself.
This is where it all begins. Here and now, our kingdom.
We're with ye to the bitter end, lad. Come hell or high water.
Thank you, all of you.
So the people who had heeded Neil's call and flocked to the Heartlands set about building their new nation. And Evermore took its first faltering steps on the road to becoming a kingdom. A kingdom where everyone would live happily ever after. Just as Aranella had wished. Or so they hoped.
Oh god, this again. Who are you?
For someone with a brand new kingdom, you don't look very happy.
I am happy, but I'm worried. There's still so much we don't know. And now there's a force bent on destroying our whole world. How can I ever hope to overcome something like that?
You can't, on your own. But you're not on your own, are you?
No, not anymore. I have friends beside me, the best friends I could ever hope for.
That's right. So turn to them when you need to, and take it one step at a time. You'll get there in the end.
I suppose so.
Suppose so, I can only do my best.
Exactly. And your best is only going to get better. I'll see you again soon, Evan.
Yes, see you soon.
They're not time skips, they're dreams he has. Visions. Also, hey Lens. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the cutscenes. How's it going? I don't think Ni no Kuni would be that dark. They're Ghibli! I mean, Chibi. Evermore is beginning to look like a real kingdom. It is, isn't it? I think it's time we had a little talk about how a country needs to be run. If that's alright with you. Of course, I'll gather everyone together.
Chapter 4. Ferdinand, Mighty Ferdinand.
Alright.
The castle's ready and things are coming along nicely, which means it's time to get down to the business of running a new nation. We need to set up all the various ministries. This place will need to grow into a fully fledged kingdom. We'll need to assign the right people to the right tasks. Aye, lad, that controlled chaos of the Sky Pirates ain't for everybody. Taking a census of all your citizens and listed up who's skilled at what. Deciding who will work where is up to you though, that's the job for a king. So I need to think about which roles will suit particular people and assigning them accordingly. That's right, give it a try. You'll learn fastest by doing. Just take a seat on your throne and start giving some orders. If you've somehow managed to find my nudes, I would be very happy to know how you've done that. And who the fuck has managed to leak my nudes or even get them in the first place? I'm still finding it difficult to accept what I've just seen. A party of outsiders put the Grand High Roller himself on trial, and it turns out they were right. He's been manipulating the dice and deceiving us all along. Now I truly do not know what to believe. I heard the dice in the casino are loaded too. Surely you're not serious. Truly, this is a disgrace. How could the Grand High Roller do this? He's made fools of us all. It was incredible. From out of nowhere, Longfang suddenly appeared in the sky. Never thought I'd ever see a kingmaker in the flesh. He didn't stay long, but I'm truly grateful to have witnessed such an event. Oh, you've captured an incredible scene. But what was Longfang doing? It seems he appeared right after the trial. You can't keep a good king down, it seems, and sure enough, Evan has bounced back. He's building a brand new kingdom called Evermore with a little help from his faithful friend Roland. I don't know about you, but I for one am expecting great things. Yay! Prince Evan's alive! Seriously? Wow, just wow. I'm ashamed to say I thought he was for sure he was dead. The person who saw him earlier was right. He is building a new kingdom. Really? So he's planning to get Ding Dong Dell back? But a kingdom needs a kingmaker, doesn't it? Indeed, what is he planning to do about that? Evermore is a fine name for a kingdom. But I found a site where you can be nude and still stream games with your cam on. Isn't that basically just any cam girl site? Evan can sit down on his throne in Evermore Castle and issue orders to his subjects in order to help his kingdom grow and prosper, and in turn make his adventure easier. By building facilities, assigning citizens to run them, and having them carry out research into new technologies and techniques, he can open up a whole world of possibilities. Facilities include shops where unique items can be bought, outfitters that can make all kinds of clothes and armor, and many other things. Get building and make Evermore amazing. King's Guilders are the currency of kingdom management, and are entirely separate from guilders Evan and his friends can earn elsewhere. They are necessary for every step of kingdom building, from creating new facilities to upgrading existing facilities, to carrying out research at said facilities. Why not claim your first clutch of Kg? Go to your kingdom's coffers and grab them. The tireless efforts of your citizens have earned you a total of 2,500 Kg. Your kingdom is growing every day, long may it continue. They'll gradually accumulate as your citizens go about their business, and you can collect them from your kingdom's coffers as and when you need them. You'll be surprised how quickly they can build up, especially once your kingdom's influence starts to grow, so check back regularly. You may also be able to earn extra King's Guilders by solving the various day-to-day problems of your beloved citizens. You can also see how many King's Guilders you've collected in the main menu, so you don't have to go back to Evermore to check every single time. Alright, it's time to make your hard-earned King's Guilders and spend them on building a new facility. You can select and build the facilities your kingdom will need by selecting Manage Your Kingdom from the menu. Building them will of course cost King's Guilders. Each and every facility can have a huge beneficial effect, from opening up new avenues of research to making new items available. And don't forget, you can also improve the effects of existing facilities by upgrading them. One particularly helpful facility to upgrade is your castle, as doing so will benefit the entire kingdom, bordering its borders so you can build even more facilities. By leveling up your castle, costs quite a few King's Guilders. Try upping your influence with a few basic facilities first. The first thing you'll need to do is select Manage Your Kingdom. So this doesn't exactly cost much, so go for it. I think I'm probably going to be able to get all of them. For this first bit. Because yeah, it's only costing like 350 to do everything. Well, I'm glad you found something that interests you, Len. Once your facilities are up and running, you'll need to set them to work on some research. Most facilities can carry out research of some kind. This can have all kinds of beneficial effects, from making new items available to helping Evans and his friends. In order to research a given topic, you'll need personnel with enough IQ and the King's Guilders to fund their work. Some topics may also have extra requirements. Of course, research takes time. When research into a given topic reaches 100%, it will be complete, but the more complex the topic, the longer it will take. The higher the IQ of the personnel involved, the shorter the required time will become. If you really want to hurry things up, you can always spend a few more King's Guilders. In order to carry out research, you'll need the right personnel. Every citizen is different and will be suited to different work. You can see which kind of work best suits someone by looking at their ratings in the 4 separate categories. Their suitability for a given task is known as IQ. For example, you will need someone with a high IQ when military matters are concerned to carry out your weapons research. Each citizen will have their own special skills as an individual. These can have various beneficial effects and greatly influence where you might choose to assign them. Try assigning some personnel to the weapon workshop and begin research into basic melee weapon development. Holy shit. Oh yeah, this is the weapons. Right. None of those skills are important. Researching this topic will take 1 minute. It won't. It's done. Good, it looks like your research is complete, but running a kingdom isn't just about research. Certain facilities, such as farms and mines, will allow you to amass materials by assigning personnel to work there and gather them. The items gathered can be collected from your kingdom's stores, which are accessible from the kingdom menu. Don't forget to claim your fair share of the bounty of the realm. Your stores can only hold so much, so you'll need to empty them regularly in order for your item-producing facilities to keep providing you with goods. Kingdom management is a complex business. We've covered the basics here, but don't be afraid to go over them again. Jesus. So there's ministries in charge of weapons and armor, one in charge of magic, and even one for Higgledies. There are. Speaking of which, we don't have anybody skilled in Higgledy management to head up the team right now. Short of sprite savvy, are we? We are, and without it we won't be making any developments in that area anytime soon. What we need is to recruit someone. We just have to think of the right person. What about Auntie Martha? Who's she when she's at home? A friend who we made on the way to Cloudcoil Canyon. I doubt anybody knows more about these little guys than she does. Perfect, then let's go speak to her right away. To Martha's cottage! Jesus. After discussing the matters with Niall, we've decided to leave the dice factory as it is in case any curious visitors would like to look around. We hope it will still serve to educate future generations about this deeply regrettable attitude. Take a good look at this photo. I've hidden something very special. Now it's up for you to find it. The first person to track down the treasure gets to keep it. So come on, what are you waiting for? Where is it? You have to tell us. Couldn't you give us a little hint? What have you hidden? Tell us. Right, well that's in Cloudcoil Canyon, I can tell you that much. I know I haven't lost you, Lens. I don't care about reducing cost. Reducing time would be fun. Well, she doesn't have the IQ required by herself. add Floyd. It's just enough. It's gonna take 27 minutes. Everyday general store. Yeah, she's the only one that could do it. Have more barracks, gather ores, bones, meat, dairy, grain, veg, item gathering. Cook and buy food, gather lumber and resin. Get better battle rewards. Right, okay, I need a lot to do some of this. I mean, this is magic again. Apparently. And it just means that they'll drop more money. Well, I think I've done about as much as I can. Right, back out of this. Return to town. Can I actually, like... You can make weapons. You'll need the right stuff. You can also improve it. Oh. I mean... Can't really make anything I don't already have. But I could improve things. Okay, that's a fair few more things. Yeah, and some of these are really good, actually. Yeah. Pretty good. No, wait. I can actually improve these. What if I did? Like, let's say I improved this. So it'd only improve it by 3. I feel like that's not exactly worth it. But good to know that I can do that. Let's go recruit Marie or Martha. Her name was Martha. And then I'll finish off the...
Hello there.
Well, if it isn't my favourite young men, what can I do for you today, my handsomes?
Hello.
We've a favour to ask. We've started our new kingdom, you see, and we were wondering if you might like to come and live there. We need someone who knows about Higgledies.
Well, now.
What's that now? You want old Martha, Auntie Martha, to move to this new country of yours?
Oh.
Oh, well, not if you don't want to, of course. Oh, Evan, my love, of course I want to. I'd be delighted to come and lend a hand if you'll have me. You would? Wonderful. There's just one little problem, though. Somebody's stolen my rubber dub scrubber.
What?
Your rubber... What?
Now, dear.
Weren't you listening, dearie? My rubber dub scrubber? I said it's a scourer, no, but not just any scourer. It's very special. It will get even the filthiest old pot sparkling clean with just a swish and a swash. And my Higgledy darlings flat out refuse to be born into anything but the cleanest of cauldrons. So you see, I can't be doing without it.
Gosh.
I never knew Higgledies were born from cauldrons. But who do you think could have stolen it, Aunt Martha? A wicked little wampster, that too. The problem is I'm in no position to go chasing after those grubby vermin at my age.
All right.
Well then, we'll get it back for you. You will? Oh, aren't you just a little dear? I expect the little beggar ran off to the grotty grotto with it. There's an awful lot of his sort over that way. Do that for me and I'll gladly move to your kingdom. I'm sure it's lovely. Side quest! Right, how far away is the thing that I need to kill? Not that far. Let's have a look at this skirmish. Maybe we can do that as well. Let's go. You don't think you're going to go to school? Wang, bang, wallop. Prepare to squeak your last. I'm going to fill you full of holes. Looks like that wampster by yours got a bee in his bonnet.
We will win this. We have to.
There you go. You've been told. I'm just murdering everything. I'm okay with that. Isn't that Ding Dong Bell? I believe it is. Slugger. Now, pipsqueaks, all of you, swarm 'em! Wait, what?
We can't afford to lose! Ready? It's now or never! It's on tracks!
Who's next? Ha ha!
Can't afford to lose!
All right.
There we go. And there we go.
That's your worms!
Looks like all of them. Indeed it does, my boy. We won't be hearing a squeak out of that lot again.
Won! Hooray!
Cool. That wasn't too bad. So, because you can level up your skirmish stuff, I wonder if you can just, like, repeat skirmishes and, like, farm them. I imagine probably you can.
Oh,
Look, these must be the Wampsters who stole from Auntie Martha. Let's return that scrubber to its rightful owner. Yeah, I just have to kill a bunch of cute little things, right? Ooh, I want to see what heavy ammo looks like. Oh! Okay. We got Auntie Martha's rubber dub scrubber. Let's take it back to her. Full marks, Evan. Well done.
Oi!
Hang on, Mun. How do you know his name? We've never met before, have we? You fight well. You are just what I am looking for. You must listen to what I have to say. I have an important mission for you. Flippin' heck! What have we got ourselves into now? What have I gotten myself involved with now? What do you want? So is there something I can help you with? You are perfectly happy to blindly follow the requests of strangers, I see. This could be a dangerous habit.
What?
Her name is Millennia. But you said you had a special mission for me.
Hey,
Do not interrupt me or I shall be forced to dock your marks. Now listen, this is for you. Take it. A dreamer's key. Is this a key?
yeah.
It is indeed. I assume you are aware of the presence in this world of mysterious portals known as Dreamer's Doors. I have long wished to investigate what lies beyond them, but I have been unable to bypass the magics that steal them shut. But now, at last, I have made a breakthrough. I have managed to create a key that will allow them to be opened. I call it the Dreamer's Key.
Gosh.
Gosh, that sounds very exciting. It certainly is. It was an achievement for which I awarded myself full marks. Which brings us to my reason for coming here. There is a Dreamer's Door in this very cave. Unfortunately, having come this far, I found myself in a rather problematic situation. Oh yeah, here we go, Mun. I am, as I am sure you can appreciate, a gifted intellectual. I am peerless in matters of the mind, but when it comes to the field of battle, I have little to contribute. As such, I fear what lies beyond the door may be beyond my ability to deal with, but behold, fate has provided me an answer. A capable assistant has been sent to me. Oh, that's good. Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah.
I mean you, of course.
What?
But I don't...
Hey.
No arguments, please. I'm sorry to say that I will be deducting 10 marks for any more of your such petulant outbursts.
Flippin' heck, man!
Flickin' heck, man. She's doing my head in with these marking malarkey. Before I go on, I must introduce myself. I'm Professor Millennia. You can call me Professor.
Really?
Professor it is. There's big... I mean, right you are, Professor. You won't be needing to dock any more points from us.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear it. Now, behind each streamer's door, you will find an object known as a dream fragment. There are 9 of these in total. 9? Collect them all, and there may well be some bonus marks in it for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to Goldpaw. Come and find me once you have gathered all 9 fragments. Do not feel that there is any need to hurry. You have all the time in the world. Allow me to wish you the best of luck. I expect great things from you.
Flip!
Flip, man, what's this we've been roped into now? Bonus marks, indeed. I never asked for any flipping marks in the first flipping place. Yeah, I did wonder what all that was about, but I am rather intrigued by these dreamer's doors. She said there was one in this cave, didn't she? Indeed she did, my lad. But what about Auntie Mother Scrubber? I suppose it can't hurt to take a little detour if you fancy. Lead on, your majesty. That gives a fair bit of experience. And if we can get her... She's recommended level 60. I see. I don't think we're going to be able to do this just yet. But I'm afraid that is going to be where I call it for today, as I've got to get ready for work again. And I need to like have a bit of a chill down, so I'm not going straight from streaming into work. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try and get these uploaded as quick as I can. And then I will see you all next time, which should be Friday. I have the day off, so look forward to that. See you guys later. Have a good one.